Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about addiction. I'm going to tell you about a couple coping mechanisms that could help you to heal your addiction, to help with your addiction, and hopefully get rid of your addiction. And we're going to be talking a little bit about the good ones, but we're also going to be talking about the bad coping mechanisms that a lot of people tend to go towards. And I'm talking about myself here too because I still do this, even though it's been like about a week or so since I done some of these bad habits, addictions, and all this. But eventually, I'll fall back to it. I'll try to keep my discipline up, my willpower strong, but eventually, maybe I'm speaking it to existence by saying it like this. But if I know anything about me, I know eventually I'm gonna fuck up. But I try to keep my faith strong that this is the right path for me. So, addiction. A lot of people hate this word. A lot of people use this word for a lot of things. I see this word as a tool for you to understand what is actually going wrong with you, because for the longest time I thought porn and just fapping was just a normal day of life, and eventually you realize it's just so draining. You realize you're just a fucking goblin in the corner coming on the wall, and you're just like, what the fuck? I never did that, by the way. I'm just saying it because it's just a quote I had in my community that we use, okay? I'm just saying, okay? I'm just saying. I find... Okay. But I want you to look at addiction as not as a bad thing, but just a way to identify what is going on with you. For me, like I said, I have struggled with porn addiction for a really long time. I don't know if I said that or not, but I've been struggling with porn addiction for a really long time, since I was probably like 9 years old. I first discovered it by, I think it was on like this really old Dell computer, like one of those old ones where you could play like solitaire and all this type of stuff, and there was just naked women on the fucking things. And it wasn't even my family house, it was just like one of our friends' house, and he had a house behind it, and we were living on the upstairs, and it was cool. But I'm not talking about the naked pictures were cool, but the house was cool. But that's when I first got introduced to it, and I remember I didn't know what the fuck this was. I was just looking at it. I was like, whoa, what? And I think that wasn't my first experience with, like, stuff like that, but that was definitely the first time I seen it on, like, on a screen, on pixels, and I actually had it in my head where it was like, oh, wow, what the hell, And when I discovered self-improvement about like 3.5 years ago, I realized that porn was such a big problem in my mental health, because it would just lower my self-esteem. I would fat 5 times or something in a day, and then the next day I try to talk to my girlfriend or my friends or my family or anything like that, and I would just end up being so not present, so scared, so timid, so weak, so afraid of everything. And I find that to be so just scary. I find it to be so scary because I see a lot of people, if they live their life away from God, or even just live their life just in this plane, you end up just being so low frequency that you just don't know what to do with yourself anymore. You just accept it. You accept the fact that you do these things, and you just accept the fact that you can't change or stuff like that. But Once you realize you can change, that's where the real struggle begins. Because before, you could be so used to it and just be like, oh, this is just everyday life, you know. Wake up, be your meat, play video games, go to school, get shit grades, but you're passing it and da da da. Like, people could just go through that and live their life and be okay with that. I'm not okay with that, and you shouldn't be either. Now, that's just my story a little bit. I'm not trying to say this is for everybody. Everybody has their own addictions, and now we're going to talk about drug addiction. And for me, my drug of choice has always been marijuana. And I always find it to be so... It's so nice to smoke and watch funny videos, especially when I'm sad, especially whenever I have shit I should probably deal with. It's so nice to do that in the short term. But in the long term, I see myself wasting so much money. I see myself wasting so much time and energy that I could be using to improve myself, to actually give information to people that could use it. I want to be able to, like, during these times, I would think to myself, like, if I wasn't doing this and I was making a video to improve myself and this and that, I might be able to save someone from killing themselves. And that's like one of my goals in life. Like, I just want to help people so much that I overthink so much about how am I going to help this person, or I have to be good with this person because if I don't, I won't be able to help them. And if I don't help this person, you can't save everybody, but you can try. But if you try, you're going to see a lot of failure, but you got to be okay with that failure. But it's so hard to just do that. You know, I haven't recorded any videos on any channel in so long time, and I feel so weird just to come back and just talk like this, because I don't even think I'm going to edit this fucking video. I think I'm just going to upload it to YouTube and see what the fuck happens. I know it's probably gonna get like 2 views, and those 2 viewers, I'm gonna love them. So we use addictions to cope with our own lives, because some people have shit childhood experiences. Some people fucking go through the worst shit imaginable, and depending on where you live, it could be even worse. You could be going through fucking a country dropping bombs on your own country and seeing your family members die, or you could be living in the poverty, struggling to meet ends meet, seeing your single mother struggle every single fucking day, or you can just be this fucking kid who goes to school and gets bullied all the time. There's a wide variety of people who have addictions. And addiction is mainly just used to cope with your own life. And if you just switch that addiction to something more healthy, like weightlifting, working out, going for walks, spending more time with your family, anything else, starting your own online business, anything else that just helps you cope with your own life is just the way forward. And for me, I have to stay busy. If I'm not busy, in the Bible it says idle hands are the workshop of the devil, or something like that. And it's so true, because in summertime I decided to go part-time at my full-time job. And that was because in my mind, I'm an entrepreneur, and an entrepreneur spends less time working his 9 to 5, to spend more time on his business, so eventually his business can actually grow and actually become his main source of income, so he doesn't have to work that shit 9 to 5. That's my dream outcome. And I basically wasted the whole summer. I didn't do that at all. Yeah, I posted videos, but have I improved those videos? Not really. I definitely improved a little bit, but I haven't improved a ton. I haven't made any money online. I haven't done this and that. And some people might look at that as a bad thing, but I look at it as a bad thing and a good thing, because yeah, it's a bad thing I don't feel like I've done anything. But it's also a good thing, because I learned that I guess this is my calling. I want to talk to people. I want to help people. I want to make money online. I don't want to live this normal life. I want to be able to support my family. I want to do this and that. But I need to figure out my own shit first before I'm able to even help other people, I feel like. And I feel like I'm not at the point to where I'm able to help everybody as best as I can. But I'm also not at a point where I can't help everybody. Or that I can't help anybody. Because I can help people. And I have here and there, you know? Like, I literally prayed for someone for the first time yesterday. I was waiting at the bus stop and I was just like speaking to this lady. She was like, "Hi, how are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm doing good. How about you?" And she was like, "Oh, my leg's kind of thingy." I didn't even pray for her leg. Damn, I should have done that. But she was like, "Oh, I'm going to the store, but it's just da 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 da." I was like, "Hey, can I pray for you?" And she was like, "Oh, I already got prayed like a week ago." And I was like, "It doesn't hurt to do it again." And then I did it, and then I felt good about it, I guess. Oh my god, positive. So honestly, how are you gonna fix your fucking life? How are you gonna fix these addictions? How are you gonna find the good coping mechanisms to fix it? Well, there's a lot of ways you can do that. Depending on what your situation is, depending on what it is, you have to identify it. You gotta see, what is my main problem? What is your main problem? Is it smoking weed? Is it porn? Is it video games? Is it procrastinating on schoolwork and not finishing it? Or doing it at the last minute or something? What is it? Find out what it is. Journal about it. Write it down. Once you know what your addiction is, maybe you have multiple addictions, but find out what's the one that if you got rid of, all the other addictions would be fine, you know? Like, say you're addicted to playing video games. You're addicted to porn. You're addicted to smoking weed. Okay. The main one you should probably get rid of is porn. Because if you just play video games and smoking weed, it's still not that great, but it's better than being a wall comer and not being able to talk to people or even enjoy video games, because you like video games for a reason. You play video games. You actually were able to enjoy it more. You'll actually be able to enjoy your high or whatever. And what I'm saying is, find the addiction that is most holding you back in life. Find it, identify it. Once you do that, I want you to find ways to cope with it. And I'm going to tell you some ways, but I want you to find ways to cope with it. And it's going to be hard. It's very fucking hard, dude. But for me, at least, I have to stay busy. And what does that look like? I have a work schedule where I work basically every single day except for Fridays. And basically I work, Saturday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, off Fridays. And this is just the first week I done it, and I feel pretty good. Very tired because my sleep schedule is kind of everywhere, but I feel good. I feel real good, actually. I feel good that I'm not just coming here to my house and just beating my meat the first thing I do, because I've done that so many times. Like, actually, I just came home, beat my meat, went to sleep, woke up, whole house is dirty, and I'll do that tomorrow. Now I kind of don't really deal with that. And I know it sounds like I'm boasting or like trying to be like, oh, I'm better than you. I'm not better than anybody. We're not better than each other, but we can bring each other up. And I don't really know what I'm really trying to do with this channel, but I do at the same time. I really just want to help people, like I said, but you're the only one that can really take action for your own life, and no one's really going to save you. God will save you. Jesus Christ will save you. But it's up to you to save you. It's up to you to actually commit to the things that will save you. Like, for me, example, I have to commit to going to church because that has been saving me. Because it's been putting the thought in my head like, you're going to church, you can't be beating your meat. That's working for me. You're busy, you don't have the time to do it, right? And I believe that I won't do it today. If I do, I guess I'll make a fucking post on my fucking YouTube channel say I did it. But if I don't, I did it, okay? But I just want to say it's gonna be okay. Because as long as you don't give up, you can make it there. Because these last 2 fucking years I've been struggling or 3, when I found self-improvement I've been struggling with it heavily, but I remember there were so many times where I just wanted to give up so many times, but I kept in the back of my head like, I can't give up because eventually I'll get rid of it. I can't give up because eventually I'll get rid of it. And it's so true because it's still fucking there. And it's like, porn addiction, it's not even that bad anymore, but when it used to be bad, it used to just be like, I have to do this, like, I have to get it done. And then afterwards, I'm like, man, why did I do that? Like, it wasn't even worth it. With video games, I don't even like playing video games, so I just stick to one video game because if I play other video games, I'm not gonna really, like, yeah, I may enjoy it, I might have time doing it, but I just see it as such a waste of time that if I'm just gonna waste time playing video games, I might as well just play a video game that I like or just already know, basically. And for weed, for me, even last night I was looking at my money and I was like, oh, if I could just go get some real quick and then I could just spend the day smoking and like I could record a video still, and after that I could just smoke, play the game, and then what? Watch porn, fab, masturbate. Like, I know me. That's what I'll probably do if I did that. But if I'm in a social environment around other people, I probably won't do that. I'll probably just be like laughing, giggling, having a fun time. But as far as I know, I don't need that in my life. For many reasons, because I don't think it's too healthy for you, because my cardio is pretty fucking shit. It used to be not even that good, but it used to be better than what it was. Now it's just like I can't breathe sometimes, bro. Like when I was like heavy in it, I would literally just lift a couple boxes at work. I'm so fucking tired. I even told my fucking friend Randy. He was like, "Damn," and I was like, "Yeah, bro, I'm like out of breath," and it's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. That's today's video. We just talked about addiction, talked about my addiction mainly, but we talked about how you can identify your own addiction, and you should identify your addiction and make progress towards trying to just get rid of it or find other things to be addicted to. Maybe replace porn with video games fully. I tried that before, and this fucking car is ruining my outro, so I'm just gonna end the video there. Do the hard work. Especially when you don't feel like it. And never give up. And push past your limits. 19-minute long video. Here we go.